Hi, I'm Tracy. Thank you for joining me. Today we are going to be talking about how to tune into your own inner knowing. So let's get started. First of all, I want to bring to light that inner knowing is a lifelong process that we are learning to master, right? And it's so easy to turn away and tune out of your inner knowing because we've simply been conditioned to ignore it, especially if you grew up in a school system, in a society where we were to focus on our elders, we were to focus on our teachers and people who were telling us what to do, and to kind of ignore those inner instincts that we had. So that we could sit in a classroom, or that we could be quiet, or whatever it was, right? So it's very normal for you to not be tuned into your inner knowing. Um, and also, it's a practice that you get to begin to cultivate, and then you can eventually go to deeper and deeper levels of mastery with this, which I highly recommend. Your soul has a plan and a purpose and a map, and you get snippets of what that is through how you feel, and through what you have clarity on that you do and do not want to experience. Those are all little whispers of your soul telling you, or giving you guidance on what is your inner knowing and what isn't. Actually lives within us, and on the not only on the breath of air, but you can actually feel it in your body. So it's really interesting. So I'm going to give you some tips today on how to tune into your own inner knowing. The first tip that I recommend is that you get quiet for at least 5 minutes a day through meditation, just through focusing on your breath and stilling your mind and your inner voice, and really allowing yourself to just sit in the stillness of it. Now, some people do this for 5 minutes a day. I recommend, especially in the beginning, if you've been out of touch with yourself for a while, that you do it at least 3 times a day: morning, noon, and night. And the more that you check in with yourself, the more you're going to be in tune to how it feels when you are getting the evidence, or getting the intuition, the inner knowing, on to go towards a yes or to go towards a no. You'll begin to feel the nuances of the differences of that. And I want to give you now a taste of like what that actually will feel like in your body. Imagine for a moment that we're just going to sit here. Pick a name other than your own. As you know, my name is Tracy. So I'm going to pick the name Amy. And whatever name you pick, say to yourself 3 times, my name is Amy, my name is Amy, my name is Amy. Now I want you to pick your own name. My name is Tracy, so I'm going to say my name is Tracy, and repeat that 3 times. My name is Tracy, my name is Tracy, my name is Tracy. So you may notice the difference of the influx of my voice, that my voice is actually feeling more, you can hear the resonance in it. I can actually feel it in my core. It's like I feel solid, simply as if my feet, as simply as I feel my feet on the ground. It's like that, kind of like, it's just like a knowing, a supportive, like knowing, like a yes. I feel pressure against the small of my back in a very supported way. My legs feel supported in this chair, just feel very anchored in. And when I'm using the other name that is not my name, I feel it feels a little like, tune into that. What are you feeling? For me, it feels it feels off. It feels like something's not quite right, right? It doesn't feel steady. And that's how you can begin to become more familiar with that inner knowing within yourself, right? That is going to positively impact not only your business, but your life as well, and how you are radiating out in the world. Because the more you stand in the truth of who you are and what you are knowing to be true for yourself, the more resonance that you're experiencing, that's the more alignment you're experiencing, and the more that you're able to really go out there and Speak your truth, stand in your power, actually give your gifts to the world in a way that comes through the lens of who you are, the truth of who you are. And so it's really important, right, that we do that. But a lot of times when we're making choices and decisions, especially as we begin to plan for the new year, the new decade is almost here, it's almost upon us. Like, it's so important because what you are thinking and believing and feeling is what you are going to be creating and calling in as we begin to hit the ground running in 2020. So it's really important that you get conscious to how have you been feeling? How are you feeling now? How do you want to feel? And as you look back at the past decade, you're going to have some true clarity as to what's been working for you. And you'll have some contrast that gave you clarity as well. It's like, not doing that again, or okay, done with that. I'm done with that, right? Within each of us, there are these levels to master of what is available to you and how easy or hard that it gets to be. The truth of who we are now, the truth of what we get to experience now that you get to experience, is that there is a space for you to experience sustainable success in a sacred and meaningful way to you that does not come on the energy of sacrifice, right? Our ancestors went through that, and we can bless them and thank them, and also know that so much more is available to us now, in part because of them, and in part because of all the new information and technology and everything that's available to you to fuel your best life, right? And to fuel your business. But it all starts with you feeling centered, steady, and ready. And as I mentioned, tune into the feeling of how you felt when you said the other name that wasn't your name. That's kind of how it can be when we adapt plans in our business that aren't quite sitting with us. And then also the mindset that we're dealing with, because we have these conceptions about like how it gets to be and how hard or easy it gets to be, how right or wrong it is for you. And I assure you that you are here to do something in a way that is yours and yours alone. Your magic, your gifts, your presence, your power in the world is not going to look 100% like anyone else's, just like your face, your personality, right? How you talk, your experiences all make you a unique individual. And it's so easy to look outside of ourselves and look at the strategy and look at what's working. But if you are not resonating with what the truth of who you are is, which you are a limitless being, you are a gifted CEO, you are here to put your magic in the world and to feel centered, steady, and ready while you're doing it. Not to say that it's not going to be uncomfortable, because there are these moments of stretching ourselves out of what we know to be true, right? But at the same time, it does not have to feel sacrificial, and it doesn't have to feel empty, and it doesn't have to feel like you have to wait to get to that goal, whatever that goal is that you're making for yourself. It's not there that you find the peace. It's not there that you can then begin to relax. It is in the now. It is in the energy of what you are feeling and experiencing now. And the more you get tuned into your inner knowing of what you want for yourself and what that is and what your truth path is, the more you're going to experience that ease that comes from being aligned to the truth of who you are. You feel supported by the universe. You feel supported by your own self, that you are tuning in and doing what feels good to you, what's resonance to you, and that's how you build your legacy. That's how you leave an impact, and that's how you build a lifestyle. It's all about you being the gifted CEO. You are the queen bee. You are the golden goose. And we need to set you up for success and have you tapping into your own magic, because that is what is needed. That is what the missing link is that you have been searching for. It is within you. It's to cultivate it and to really bring it out and curate it. And you don't have to do it alone. You could do it with support. I have open right now 5 free breakthrough calls. During these calls, I love working with women like you who are driven, heart centered, you are soulful, you want to leave a legacy, you want to feel good in your life, you want to experience success of money and impact. You do, but also you want it to feel meaningful and sustainable. And that all starts with you and who you are at the soul level, what you want to call in, and then working with the mindset around that that supports you, that empowers you. That is the work that we do together. On the free breakthrough call, you will walk away with clarity on what your next steps are, as well as like what your path is for you and what resistance you're experiencing, and kind of cue into like why you are experiencing have been experiencing the resistance. Here's a moment where you have a choice now. A whole new decade is unfolding before you. A lot of the women that I work with are midlife, such as myself, and this is a very pivotal time for you. What you are creating and calling in right now is going to set the tone for the next decade, for the next 10 years. It's a beautiful time to reflect on what you want to create, what you have created, what you want to shift into, and what you're claiming for yourself, right? Because it's your time. It's your time to feel centered and steady and ready. It's your time to get the help with having more empowered thoughts and energy and embodying the CEO, the gifted CEO, conscious, empowered owner of your life, of your legacy that you want to leave. It is your time and you are ready. You are ready, and I'm here to help you with that by supporting you first with the free breakthrough call. So please feel free to reach out to me, send me a message. Also, you can go to my website at tracycalvert.com and you'll see a link for the free call. Please book in. Please get the support that you need. It is your time to shine. You don't have to do it alone. I'm so excited for you. I hope that this has proven helpful to you, and I'll chat with you later. Take care. Bye.